Hey Guitar Chefs, it's my week 36. This week I started fingerpicking modules, and my fingerpicking is not the best, so I'm pretty rusty, but I'm not worrying about it because that's not my point of interest. I'm just gonna go through all these modules, maybe stop on one of them for some time, but this first one is not the case. So I did all the exercises Brandon showed us in module 31. Yeah, 31. First of all, something unexpected happens. I got calluses on these three fingers, and I never got them in on the right hand because usually when you play the guitar, you got those in the left hand because you're pushing the strings, so you're placing the chords and something like that. But on the right hand, that's something new. It was pretty funny, but also it was pretty painful. I kind of messed up with one of the fingers in the first 2 days, so I had to skip it for the next few. So my ring finger is not in the best shape, and this plucking with the ring finger is kind of similar to the 3/4 exercise in the left hand because my middle ring and the pinky fingers are kind of interconnected, maybe because when I'm plucking with my middle finger, these two are moving, and the hardest one is ring finger because it's especially in the higher speeds, it's just it's not very comfortable. Let's say that. But anyway, here's my exercises. I'm not gonna be naming them because they're just different combinations of fingers and thumb plucking the strings. So here are all the exercises of that module. After all these exercises, I remember the song I learned a while ago, which is Take On Me. It was in the Last of Us Part 2 game, and it's the cover version of it for Fingerpicking. And yeah, I learned it back then, and now I remembered it and kinda remembered how to play it. And I'm still struggling to play it consistently, so I had to record for a while in order to get this take, and it's not clear enough. So I'm gonna be practicing it more, but anyway, here it is. The next up is improvisation, and I got three insights this week. The first one is that my similar melodies I play over and over again are not the backing track issue, it's issue of lacking the knowledge of what can I play. I thought that the issues with me playing the same melodies over and over again, same rhythmic patterns, were connected to the backing track, because I thought that it depends on how I played the chords, the rhythmic pattern of strumming which I used. But I tried a few different backing tracks, and yeah, my melodies are pretty much the same. So yeah, I need to listen more, to listen others improvising. I need to get through modules. I think there will be some tips on that in the future, and I need to learn some licks or melodies I can implement into my improvisation, and I need to learn my fretboard better. The insight number two is that I don't need to avoid playing the same note twice, because I tended to avoid that, and instead of just hitting the same note a few times in a row, I tried to hit the next one, then the previous one, that the note I wanted to play in the first place, and kind of get around it back and forth over and over and over again. And it's not a very unique sound, it's very repetitive, so I need to avoid that instead of avoiding hitting the same note twice. That's what I'm keeping in mind from now on, and I think that next week will be kind of slightly different. And the third insight is that I finally find the reason to start learning the fretboard and thinking in the terms of notes, but not in terms of shapes. Because this week I concentrated on improvising on the single string, and I took one string and played only on it for 10 minutes each day. So I got through all of them, and when I was starting on the lower E string, it was kind of easy because I knew all the shapes, because all the root notes are on the lower E strings when it comes to practicing modes, which I been doing the previous week. So it's really kind of easy, but as soon as I started to get to the other strings, it became a lot harder for my brain to process all this information. So my my thought process was like, okay, I'm playing here. It's, for example, C Ionian, the G string. Okay, if I'm gonna jump here, which mode will it be? Okay, I need to get up, down to the root, which is C Ionian. I need to move that root for up or down, depends on where I want to jump to. Then I need to remember which mode is here, and then I need to remember how this mode goes. It's a lot of steps, and it's much easier, especially in the C major, where you have only natural notes. So I'm just started to think in the terms of notes, and it's much better when I'm playing on the single string. And I decided not to edit the improvisation part because I need to accept that not everything will be perfect. And the first reason. The second reason is that I need to learn to make these pauses in between phrases, and I think I'm pretty good at it. But I never got a feedback on it because I was cutting them out anyway. So here's my full improvising session. I tried to play on the each string for a minute or two and kind of go through all of them one by one. So here is my today's session. That's it for this week. As I said before, I don't want to stop on these fingerpicking modules for a long period of time, so I'm going to be starting the next one. I will continue practicing the same exercises I've been doing this week, but I'm going to cut the time I'm doing them in order to save it for some new exercises which are coming in the next module. So yeah, next week, module 32, hallelujah, I guess, and maybe something else. That's it for this week. Take care. Have a nice one. Bye.